JAMIL NAQSH begins not with story symbolism or even beauty. Those things may appear, but they are not where the painting truly begins. Naqsh approaches the canvas as a constructed space. For him, the subject, whether it is a face, a pigeon, or a seated figure, is only an excuse to enter the deeper problems. How a surface becomes weight, how stillness acquires gravity, how silence becomes visible, how tone, mass, and proportion determine presence. In this painting, the image holds not because of symbolism, but because of how its relationships are built. What we see here, the figure, the pigeons, the fractured ground, is the result of a disciplined search for balance and inevitability. The figure in this painting faces us directly, almost like an altar image. But unlike an icon that radiates certainty, Naqsh has built the composition on stillness rather than proclamation. The head anchors the central vertical axis, while the shoulders establish a calm, horizontal base. Head, neck and torso align to form a dominant pillar, a structural core that stabilizes the entire composition. But this verticality is never rigid. It is subtly counterbalanced by the pigeons, one resting near the shoulder, another inhabiting the cavity within the torso. Their placement introduces lateral weight and prevents the figure from becoming a monument. Around this figure, the newspaper collage generates fragmented field. Yet the body does not dissolve into them. The painting achieves a rare equilibrium. The body is constructed, the ground is dispersed. This tension between structure and fragmentation is deliberate and disciplined. Naqsh locks the form into cohesion. Light here is not decorative. Naqsh uses illumination to build volume, rather than to dramatize. The brightest passages gather along the right side of the face, across the cheekbone and temple, while the opposite side deepens into warmer shadow. Shadow is not absence, it is density. A subtle illumination across the collarbone suggests the faintest turn in the body. Yet the pose remains frontal. This creates tension. The figure confronts us, but it is not flat. Within the torso cavity, the inner pigeon becomes a second event of light, a quiet glow embedded within darkness. Naqsh was never interested in fixed symbolism. His motifs function as structural elements, not narrative explanations. Naqsh sustains the entire composition within a restrained earth palette. Ochres, umbers, siennas, muted reds. Artist raises psychological intensity, not through sharp contrast, but through tonal coherence. Even the whites of the pigeons are not sterile highlights. They have passed through shadow. Every colour exists in relation to its neighbour, creating intimacy instead of spectacle. Proportion, too, is expressive rather than academic. Through this measured distortion, Naqsh constructs an emotional balance, strength holding delicacy. JAMIL cares deeply about surface. The flesh texture feels layered, rubbed, built gradually. It has weight. It has lived colour. It carries weather. JAMIL's texture also shifts according to compositional need of the form. Ultimately, this painting is built like spiritual architecture. Feeling is translated into structure rather than story into illustration. The figure holds because everything has been organised in relation